Hello, you wonderful people, and welcome back to World of Tanks with me, your lovable host, Gojo. 1.0 yet again. We're stuck with just 1.0 replays now, and it's wonderful. We're on Ruinberg again. I am in the Hetzer. There is Beaver there on his EU account in the MAA1. And at this point, I'm helping Beaver grind his M8. Well, just grinding some tanks on EU at this point. So he's only at the M8 so far. He's not got the T67 at this point. So yes, these are a couple games that I played with him. The next one is also a Hetzer and M8 combo, but we also have Porkhead Pickle, or Paul, in the T28 in the next game. This is a double header. This is a wonderful double header today. This one, not so much impressive on my part, more as a teamwork towards the end. Whereas the second game is just impressive of me and Beaver, to be honest. It's a reason why playing with a platoon mate and having communications with them, like we were in Discord at this point, why having communications with a platoon mate is so very important and how it can actually help you win a game. I do apologise for that knocking that you might be able to hear. I fire a shot at the Sav, unable to quite hit him. Beaver's putting some into him. I lob a derp over his way. I actually managed to hit him there. Shame I didn't penetrate him, which is rather unfortunate because the Swedish tank destroyers have paper armour. Artillery took a punt at me. Beaver has lost around about half of his health at this point. I think that was to the Sav. I go for a shot there on the Leopard because I could see him third person. Wasn't quite able to connect. That was a bit of a derpy shot from me anyway. And it's rather unfortunate that they're not there, that we can't see them. The Leopard, and I think that's the Sav, the tier 4 Sav that's over there. So I'll take a blind shot. Oh. Okay. There goes the Leopard then. Oh, silly Leopard. Tier 5 scout not knowing how to scout, camping at the back of the map and not moving from when he was last spotted, and it got him killed. I got rather lucky with that one. And at this point, me and Beaver are deciding, right, we're going to use these bushes, we're going to let that T80 scout for us. And, well, the Sav's moved up and the T80's killing him, but we can't support him because there are buildings in the way. And Beaver has a turret and I don't, so he might be able to get the Sav before me here, and he does indeed. So the Hetzer. I'm using the 105mm derp gun, 53 penetration, 410 average damage, which is pretty incredible. In tier 4 you can one-shot pretty much everything, I believe. And there are a few tier 5s that I can one-shot. The M7 on our team, the Leopard on their team. Some of the lower stuff, the heavies, well, they're harder to pen anyway, but they are not one-shotable, they have too much health. So I've got mostly HE, I've got a few AP, 64 pen, 350 damage, and then I have some heat as well. I actually use the AP better for arty rather than the HE, because HE is a bit iffy on lower tier arty for some reason. I don't know why, but that little bit of extra penetration, then 350 average damage with the AP, I can one-shot pretty much every arty. And then the heat, 104 pen, 350 damage. As long as I don't shoot spaced armour or angled armour with the heat, then I should be able to penetrate pretty much everybody. But that is a Type 95, and he has no armour. But the shell goes high into his turret, and I was unable to penetrate him. At that point, I know that Beaver's going to be able to kill him. So I'm going to take a little punt at that Panzer 38 NA, and he's not there. Now, at this point, we are 10-8 down to the enemy team. They have a platoon of 2 Matildas that have not been spotted. And I believe that they are very poor players. Or are they very good players? I can't remember. They're either poor or good. I think they might have been good, actually. But what they decided to do was camp at the back the whole game because they're pussies. They have a T67 still alive, a grill, the 2 Matildas, an M8, that Panzer that was running away, and another artillery. So at this point, Beaver is on 3 kills, I'm on 1 kill. I've not done much damage, he's definitely done more than me. We're just trying to find some people at this point. Oh, and I spot Artie, I spot the M8, I spot Matilda. I've spotted both Matildas and the M8, and these guys are going to push me, and that's rather concerning. So at this point I see the M8 and I go, oh, where are you going? No, you're not going anywhere because you're dead. And I'm moving up. I've got both of these Matildas spotted. I'm a bit worried about where the grill is and if the T67's going to come back, but I'm hoping this Matilda's going to be stupid and come out like that. I had heat loaded at that point, but I did track him. I've got another heat shell loaded. At this point I can take hits from the Matildas. I can't take too many. I think I can take around about 4 or 5. Pretty sure it's 4. But I'd rather not to. I'd rather not to. Nice English. I'd rather not at this point. I've got HE loaded after this so that I can actually, you know, penetrate them. Well, not penetrate them, but actually do some damage to them. And that's when the grill gets spotted by the M4 on our team. So I'm aiming at him. Went for the shot on him, and the M4 takes him out. I got a shot there from the T67 who's firing APCR because he's a little cunt. And I'm letting the M4 know that he's moved up, but the M4 is not doing anything because why would he want to? The KV-1 slowly lumbering his way along. The T67's just fucking me at this point. I've got 43 HP, so I can't take a hit from the Matildas now, and I can't take a hit from him. I'm pinging the map again to let the M4 know that the T67's there, but he's not doing anything. The Panzer 38 NA at this point is capping on their team, which is a bit risky for us. The M4 is going to go back and deal with him. Beaver is here helping me with the Matildas. I'm just going to sit here keeping the proxy spotted, and yeah, just forcing them not to come round. If they want to come round and kill me, then I'll probably track them with my HE, and then Beaver can shred through them. And the KV-1 slowly making his way along. There we go, Beaver put one into that other Matilda there. He adjusted his angle behind me, Beaver. He's still got the HP that he was on earlier. He's not taken a hit since, despite those Matildas spamming blind fire like God knows what. The T67 gets spotted. Beaver takes him out. The M4 reset the Panzer. Hasn't actually killed him and is running away from him at this point. And the Matildas take out... Oh! The Matildas take out the KV-1. Beaver has decided, fuck this sniping, I'm going to come in close. I had HE loaded, saw the side of that Matilda and said, oh, hello. Beaver's come behind me, he wants to try and kill one of them. The other one comes round, this one tracks me, I miss my shell, and I take the hit and get taken out by that APCR spamming Matilda. And I took the hit mostly because Beaver was right behind me and I knew that he was more likely to be able to win this game. He can take 2 hits from them at this point, unless they high roll and then he's fucked. But he should be able to take 2 hits from them. And he has a gun that's better of penetrating. He does take a hit there from one of them, so he's on a 1-shot now. And this M4, he's all the way over there, right? He was defending our base over here. He's come round here, and he's now making his way all the way along. He's taken the furthest journey possible to come and help Beaver. Why he's taking so long to come this way is genuinely beyond me. And at this point, there we go, I'll switch to Beaver. That Matilda was trying to bait a shot from him, but this Matilda is not silly in the slightest. And this M4 is finally deciding to try and make his move in towards them. But then he stopped to try and get a shot, which is impossible because there are buildings in the way. So now he's going to try and move up again. Oh no, he's not. He's going to move to that corner to try and get another shot through more buildings, because if you can't see them down that bit of road, just change your angle slightly and then the house is going to move clearly. Some fucking people. How he's got 5 kills is beyond me. They must have been tier 4 kills, because that M4 was generally just fucking retarded. Now, that M4's got health. He can take 3 hits from them. And this Matilda, I think, is a one-shot for Beaver. And the M4's moved right up. There's the other Matilda. He fires an HE shell into that Matilda. Takes 43 damage off him. Takes 43 HP from him, rather. It's moving up again. Beaver's pulling right back. And this M4 actually managed to take out that Matilda, but he did take another hit from him. So he's got his top gun. And Beaver... Oh no! He left the Matilda on 1 HP. Which is rather unfortunate, but... well, the M4 comes around and finishes him off, gets his 7th kill, a 1 HP kill. And yes, that was our first game of me and Beaver in the Hetzer and M8. And let's look at the post-battle results of this one, and then we will skip into the second one. Alright. We're into game number 2. And this is a slightly more impressive carry from me and Beaver, even if I do say so myself. And at this point we have picked up Paul in the T28. And Paul hates his T28. He was really struggling with it at this point. Me and Beaver were trying to tell him what to do in terms of helping him. Obviously, Paul is a good player. But yeah, trying to help him out as best as we can as to how to try and play the T28. And he's going to go and help the heavies, and me and Beaver, because we're in TDs, are going to come to the field, of course. It is a tier 6 game, it's bit 357. So it's going to be an interesting one. We're bottom tier. And, well... we're going to have to see what happens, won't we? Well, I've said it's a carry, so you know that we're going to win, which is stupid of me. I shouldn't have said anything. But we spot a Hetzer. I took a bit of a dig at him. That really went nowhere near. I was nowhere near leading that enough, given the gun that I have. And I just get the feeling that there's going to be something in that bush. I mean, surely there is. There normally is, but that shell goes a bit... that shell goes a little high and left and into the building, so obviously there's nothing over there in that side. I'm surprised I'm not adjusting my aim slightly to the right of that bush. That one goes high and hits the building again, and at this point I think I'm going to give up shooting that bush because that's just rather silly. Now I tried to move up. I thought that T28E was going to push round, and unfortunately Herpaderp on the enemy team with his Hetzer took out Paul, who actually readjusted. He decided to come over towards where our Cromwell is, just over there, and he got taken out by the enemy Hetzer, but the Hetzer paid a heavy price for it. I managed to pick up the Matilda 4 there, the tier 5, is it? Tier 5? Tier 6? Tier 5. Tier 5 Russian premium tank. The Matilda is actually a British tank. It was given to the Russians with the Lend-Lease program, like the Tetrarch, that's also, and the Churchill 3. There's one of those on our team. That was also sent as part of the Lend-Lease. Can't speak English. We've adjusted our position, myself and Beaver, and we've spotted a Panzer 4H over here. We're putting some fire into him, and to be honest, he's just got fucked by 2 tier 4 TDs. So that's another tier 5 gone. At this point, we're losing 5-3. And we're definitely going to lose that heavy corner over there. We've got a T-34, Type T-34, Churchill 3 and an M3 Lee versus a KV-1, KV-1S, T-21, T-28, and now a flanking T-34-85. And here is a T-28E with the F-30. And at that point, when I got spotted and I noticed it was him, I shit myself. I'm not going to lie to you, because that gun that T-28 has, the F-30 gun, is an incredible gun for its tier, very high penetration, very high damage. He would have taken half my health, but I snapshot him and killed him for the rest of the health that he had, which was 165. So that was rather nice to penetrate the front of him and be able to take him out. And rather lucky as well. But he's gone. I'm on 3 kills, 120 damage, and I just got spotted at this point, and I'm thinking, wow, what has spotted me? It has to be somebody over there. Yeah, somebody over here. There are bushes over here, and there's a Matilda firing at me. And I'm really confused about where he's firing from. And then I remember, oh yes, my view range in this tank is fucking awful. So even if he was over there on the other side of this little bit in the middle, I wouldn't be able to see him. Beaver has completely adjusted his position. Where is he? He's over there. Over here on the map, and he took out that T-34-85, so that he's just claimed his first tier 6 tank, and we've leveled it up to 6-6 now. It's looking slightly better. I mean, the Hetzer's on 21 HP, the other Hetzer's on 22 HP. You know, we should be able to win this side, because that Matilda has moved up. He's not in that position anymore, but it's looking rather risky as to whether we're going to win the south, the heavy corner. And Beaver has lost quite a lot of HP. He's on 59 HP at this point, and he's coming back to me. Like I said, all of us are in Discord at this moment. Paul is giving us as much support as he can, telling us what's going on in other places, like with the Hetzer pushing out VK and stuff. And the M3 Lee's being shot at. I believe that will have been the Matilda that will be shooting at him. But he's not being shot at anymore, which is rather interesting. Beaver has adjusted his position yet again, and the M41 was actually spotted, well, in K5. He was up in the heavy corner, and it's just the Churchill 3 over there at this point. Despite some of those people over there being low HP, me and Beaver decide, right, we need to take this side over here because it's risky as balls if we don't. The grill on our team actually managed to take out the KV-1. I took a little snapshot at the T-28 there, and I don't know if it was unlucky that I missed, but, you know, it's 20% chance of hitting. I mean, you know, you miss all of the shots that you don't take. I was best off just taking a punt at him. Seeing if I can third person this T-82, but I can't, so I'm going to leave him for the rest of the team. The Matilda 3's pushing up on the enemy Matilda, and he should be able to get a shot at that T-82 in a minute. But me and Beaver at this point have noticed, right, that's the Churchill 3's died, so there's that M41, the T-28 and the KV-1S over there. Now I'm thinking that we're both going to pull up to this point. Now we are in Discord, and I was getting a little bit confused by what Beaver was calling out, I think, at this point. I thought we were going to come over here, but we've decided, right, Beaver's going to sit there, see what's going to come. Because this way, he can cover this position, and then I've decided, do I come over here to cover this area, or do I come round over here to get a little crossfire going as well? Because Beaver can pull back, he's on 59 HP, he'll pull back and be in cover, and then I have some health, so I could take a hit if it was needed. The Nasson behind us is there, he's a dickhead, he barely fucking moves. We've still got 2 artillery, we've got the Sturmpanzer and the Grill, and the M3 Lee. Pretty sure he did actually take out the T-82, but he just got killed by the enemy Matilda. So it's looking rather risky. It's definitely not an easy win. I don't know why I keep saying it's looking risky, because that's clearly the wrong word and English is hard. But yes, it's looking iffy, shall we say. It's definitely not a guaranteed win. We have a tier 6, yes, but he is mentally retarded. And then we have 3 tier 4s and a tier 5 arty. They have a tier 5 arty, a tier 5 heavy, and our tier 6 is a 1-shot for him, or a 2-shot for the Matilda, and the... no, he's a 3-shot for the Matilda and a 2-shot for the 228, potentially, depending on the gun that he has. Beaver's pulled right back at this point, so I say, right, okay, I will be the eyes for us. It's alright, I have binos. Even if I have a shitty view range. But I've got my HE loaded. I've got 3 HE, 2 AP, 4 heat. And at this point I'm moving forwards. Oh, hello, there's the KV-1S there. I decide to fire at him because I want to track him. And then the M41 comes and I say, Beaver, right, you need to get him. He's loaded. And the M41 prematurely fired. Very badly prematurely fired. So at this point I've still got my HE loaded. I've decided not to heat it yet. And the KV-1S is right there. I've noticed he's not looking at me. He's looking straight at Beaver because he's a 1-shot. So I've just got the side of him. Oh, he's looking at me now. I'm trying to angle. I've got my heat loaded. Beaver puts one into him. So the heat is definitely going to 1-shot him if it can pen. I take the hit. Rather risky. I was auto-aimed. Shoot him in the turret. Bada bing, bada boom. KV-1S down. So, I have 4 kills. It's 800 damage. Beaver has 2 kills. And it is just an enemy Matilda left. And you might have noticed that the Nashorn on our team died. The Matilda picked him off. So that gives us an indication roughly of where the Matilda is. He must have been over here in this area to have been able to spot and to shoot the Nashorn. So... oh, he's just got spotted. And he's killing the Sturmpanzer at this point. Beaver is racing to try and get shots into him. Is unable to see him at this point. Excuse me. And I'm trying to line up a potential shot. I can't really shoot over these too easily. Especially over this one. It's just that little bit too far away that I can't shoot over him with the dirt. And I'm putting the Matilda 4 corpse in the way so that I can shoot over him, because I can't take a hit from that Matilda, because he should be able to penetrate me with his nice little gun that he has with the Little John adapter. Assuming he has the Little John adapter. If he doesn't, then fuck. And I got spotted, so I'm saying to him, right, he's got to be in those bushes, and he's not. He's over there. So I'm aiming. Beaver puts one into him. I miss. Beaver's hiding. Moves up into the bushes. Gets a lovely little snapshot into him. The grill only just missed him. Beaver picks him up. His 3rd kill. I had 4. Paul, it's very unfortunate to have 0. He got herped by the enemy Hetzer. But yes, that was a rather nice and tidy little carry for some tier 4 TDs there in a tier 6 game. Tier 5 and 6 game. We're bottom tier and we pretty much carried the team. So let's just see how well we actually did by having a look at the post-battle results. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please be nice. Potentially give me a like if you like it that much. If you like it that much, give me a little like. Tell your friends. Bring them over. Come say hi. We'll have a nice time. In the description there'll be my Twitter and my Twitch if you're interested in either of those. I am now a Twitch affiliate, so you can subscribe to me and give me monies plus. Or you could just follow me, which is free. That's fine. I'll have a good follow as well. Yeah. Give me a comment what you liked about this video, what you might not have liked about this video, what you want me to do in the future. whether you want just World of Tanks, a few other games. I'm looking at doing some, doing a, oh shit, what's the game? Call of Duty World War II. Gonna potentially do a playthrough of that for you lot on here. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Here come the post-battle results, and goodbye.